This is Coach Kyle.
And I'm Coach Mitchell.
And we're here with Sign Now Sports to bring you guys a couple training videos. We're going to do some things to help you improve the technical aspects of your game for soccer. So we're going to start out very simply with some juggling. As for us, juggling is one of the most important things you can do to become a better soccer player. It works on first touch, coordination, overall ball control, and actually shooting. So it kind of highlights all the important aspects, and it kind of ties it all together. So if you want to become a better soccer player, juggling is a fundamental piece to doing that. It's so important. If you look at any of the best players in the world, juggling is a main aspect of their game, and you'll see it with a long ball that's played to them, a first touch, the ball drops. If you don't have that juggling aspect down, it's going to be very difficult for you to trap a ball in the air in similar situations. So we're going to go ahead and have Mitchell show you the proper technique. When it comes to juggling, a very important piece is to making sure your foot is locked. Just like when you dribble or just like when you're shooting, your toes must be pointed down just like this and your foot's locked. If the ball does not spin, that is perfect technique. So for the most of his touches, the ball does not spin and it goes straight in the air. So again, it's very important that you lock your foot, as that is the perfect technique. And as you can see, his ball does not really spin. If you're juggling and your toes are up, right, that is not correct form. It's not correct form, and the ball is going to spin a lot more. And that's why you'll see a lot of players, the ball will come up and hit them in the face or just come in their general direction. If the ball goes straight up in front of you, that is perfect technique with no spin. Okay, so a lot of players will cheat and they'll try and do it with their toes. And they'll try and do stuff like this with their toes. That is not correct juggling. It does not help you improve your overall skill. We like to call those keepy-uppies, just something that, you know, players do, but it's not the right technique. So it's very important as a player you have the right technique in every aspect of soccer, because if you don't have the right technique, it's very hard for you to be a good soccer player. And to quote a very good coach, Arsene Wenger, he said between the ages of 7 and 14 is when you should get those technical skills. And if you don't have them, you will never be a good soccer player. So it's very, very important to develop those skills. You know, soccer is not like a typical American sport where it's just being big, fast, strong. It's much more on the technical side and making sure you understand how to play the game, and it kind of relates to the tactical side as well. And it's a complete package. It kind of highlights everything. So the next thing we'd like to go ahead and show you guys is dribbling the right way. Again, Mitchell's going to go ahead and dribble using his shoelaces with his toe locked in a straightforward motion. Okay, it's a very simple thing. You can go ahead and turn around. A very simple thing. You get your foot down, you go ahead and lock your foot straight down like this, and you just push the ball, and you continue walking or moving, not walking. You continue moving in a straightforward motion with your toe down. Go ahead again. Yep. And the idea is to help you practice this. It's very important to get a lot of touches on the soccer ball. The more touches, the better. They always say the more touches you can take, the better it is to help you understand, to learn how to master the ball. So a couple things we're going to go ahead and show you again is ball mastery. And so Mitchell's going to go ahead and show you a couple things you can do, which is one is a drag. A drag is a very useful tool to go ahead and move the ball away from a defender or change your point of movement. So he's going ahead this way. He's going ahead and change and go back to his right foot. Again, when he's dragging, you want to make sure you're facing one direction. Okay, so if I'm going to drag to my left, I go ahead and face one way, and I keep my hips and my shoulders in line, and I keep moving in one direction like this. If I stop, I switch again. I keep my hips and my shoulders facing one side, and I continue to move the ball the same way. So Mitchell's going to go ahead and show you again in a slower motion. He's going to go ahead and move the ball, keeping his body facing one direction. Good, yep. Okay. So again, as you can see, he's keeping his body in one direction, moving the ball in a good motion. And this is another important skill you can do in a game to help you move away from a defender, create a little bit of space for yourself to move the ball. And it's a very good skill to help, especially with the younger players, learn how to master the ball. So going into that, we're going to kind of go over a little bit of ball mastery. If you look at any of the best players in the world, they've learned how to master the soccer ball. If you look at Ronaldo, Messi, Neymar, they all know how to do simple tricks like this to move the ball. We're going to go ahead and show you 2 exercises right now, or 3 really, 3 exercises that can help you improve your overall ball mastery. So we're going to go ahead and start with toe taps. So toe taps, it's very important. You slow down a little bit. Toe taps, it's very important for you to keep your toe up. Now, a lot of other things or a lot of other places will tell you, oh, it doesn't really matter, but it's a very important piece. So if I pass him the ball and his toes are down and he misses, he's no longer going to keep possession of the ball, okay? But if he keeps his toe up, and I pass him this ball and he misses with his big toe, it's going to go ahead and hit his sole of the foot. Okay, so he'll at least be able to keep and maintain possession of the soccer ball. So when you're doing toe taps, it's very, very important to keep your toes up. So Mitchell, you can go ahead and demonstrate with your toes up. With your toes up, you want to move. You want to aim for the big part of your big toe. You want to aim for the big toe here just like this and try to get your foot on the ball like this. Okay, and it's a very good thing to help you learn how to master the soccer ball. So you can go ahead and pick up the fish a little bit. So it's good for you to keep control of the ball, keeping your toes up. Okay, if your toes start going down, it's a lot harder for you to keep control of the soccer ball. So it's very important that you keep a good distance away from the ball, enough for you to keep your toes up, okay? Now the next one is called foundation. It's a very simple thing where you pass between your feet and you move the soccer ball from side to side. But you stay in one spot just like this. You stay on your toes, your tippy toes, and you move the ball back and forth. And again, following the similar pattern of toe taps, you want to try and stay in one spot. You don't want to move the ball. You just want to stay in one location. But you can also add moving forward and moving backwards. Now he's going to go ahead and actually combine two skills. He's going to combine foundation and dragging at the same time. So he's going to do a couple touches. After a couple, he's going to drag and do it again. So he's going to do it, and he's going to drag and drag. So whatever foot he finishes with, he drags to that side. So if he finishes with his left, he takes that last foundation touch with his left, he goes ahead and drags to his left. If he finishes with his right, he goes ahead and drags to his right. So he just does a couple touches, and these are a couple exercises that you can do to help you improve your overall ball mastery skills. Okay, and what we're going to do is we're actually going to put more pieces together, more projects to go ahead and show you in the future of other ball mastery exercises you can do to help take your game to a higher level and help develop your overall technical skills. So we're going to look to be putting that together here in the near future, things to help you develop your overall technical skills using ball mastery.